and the trustworthiness of the Bible. The second one I want to look at with you guys this afternoon is archaeological verification. Now, for the last 150 years, archaeologists have been verifying the exact truthfulness of the Bible's detailed records of various events, customs, persons, cities, nations, and so on. Now, the Bible is proven so accurate that archaeologists actually use the Bible as a reliable guide on where we're going to go dig next. Now, Time magazine. Is that a Christian magazine? It's a secular magazine, right? Well, Dr. Nelson Gluick said this: it may be stated categorically that no archaeological discovery has ever controverted or overturned a biblical reference. Scores of archaeological findings have been made which confirm in clear outline and in exact detail historical statements in the Bible. And by the same token, a proper evaluation of the biblical descriptions has often led to amazing discoveries. So how many of you guys know that the story of Jonah and the whale aren't true? Skeptics have said that for years. Can't happen. There's no great city of Nineveh, by the way. Did you know that? You know what they dug up in 1948? The great city of Nineveh. Huge city, and the name Nineveh all over the place. And they're making discoveries like this all the time, guys. In fact, there's been more than 25,000 archaeological discoveries within the region known as the Bible lands that confirm the trustfulness of the scriptures. You guys have heard of Pontius Pilate, right? Well, there's no historical record of him anywhere outside of the Bible. So people have had a hard time saying, hey, he's actually a real man. He really lived. Well, he was the one that actually sentenced Jesus to be crucified. Well, skeptics for a long time just thought he was an invention until 1961. Again, here's Israel. And here in June of 1961 in Caesarea, they were going to build a water park there on the ocean. They began to dig, and they found this old theater. And in this old theater, on one of the back of the tables, they found this stone. Okay, and on the stone, there's this inscription. It says, Pontius Pilate, perfect of Judea, has presented the Tiberim to the Caesareans. So this guy that said was never existed, he's only in the Bible, and we know the Bible can't be true, well, here it is. What I think probably happened is Caesar got pretty ticked that, hey, this Jesus Messiah, people began to follow him and claim him to be king when Caesar was the king, God on earth. And Pontius Pilate allowed this all to happen under his rule there and said, hey, let's do away with him. No history of him. Let's erase him. I think that's probably what happened. But you find stuff like this. It just backs up again what the Bible has said historically. Caiaphas, you've heard of him? He was a high priest during the time of Jesus' crucifixion. Here in 1990 in Jerusalem, they found this ossuary. On the side of it, it says Joseph, son of Caiaphas. Again, no other mention of him anywhere. What's incredible is the historian Josephus, he wrote in Antiquities documents actually naming the high priest at the time of Jesus and referred to him as Joseph, the son of Caiaphas. So saying son of was a way of referring to the family name. So inside the ossuary there, archaeologists found the remains of someone approximately 60 years of age, at the time of his death. And the actual bones of Caiaphas, a high priest mentioned in the Bible. So today, Caiaphas ossuary is there displayed in Israeli Museum. And this is another testimony to the Bible's trustworthiness. Who's this good-looking man? You guys know he's probably younger than that, smaller at the time. But anyways, King David, we all know the story of Goliath, right? It's got to be fictional. Actually, David, the most beloved king of Israel's history, there's no proof that he ever lived. Again, just a made-up story, right? The Bible never, or no one ever mentions him outside of the Bible. Well, that all changed back in 1993, not that long ago. It was there at an excavation in Tel Dan in North Israel. They found a now famous stone with an inscription in Aramaic referring to the house of David. And they've been digging this up like crazy over there. In fact, in 1994, they found 2 more fragments with the same inscription. Again, it hotel lands here to the north of Israel, Jerusalem. This is one of the stones that they found there. Again, Time magazine, secular. It said this writing, dated to the 9th century BC, only a century after David's reign, described a victory of neighboring king over the Israelites. The skeptics claim that King David never existed. It's now hard to defend. Don't you guys love stuff like that? I love stuff like that. Here at Yale University, Miller Burroughs, he says archaeological work has unquestionably strengthened confidence in the reliability of the scriptural record. More than one archaeologist has found his respect for the Bible increased by the experience of excavation in Palestine. So, as I mentioned before, there are literally thousands of archaeological discoveries that point to the Bible being the accurate and trustworthy historical documents. Now, that's not the case with some other books out there today, supposed holy books. One of them to consider is the Book of Mormon. Have any of you guys ever had a Mormon come to your door? I have. I asked them for proof. Okay, you say this book is legit, these things happened here right in North America. Bring me some proof. No one's ever come back with the proof, guys. And here's the reason why. There's not one piece of evidence that supports the Book of Mormon. None. The cities that are mentioned in it, they can't find any of them. The ruins, the coins, the letters, the documents, the monuments, the writings, the rivers, the mountains, all of it, guys. They can't find anything. Now, nothing, okay, this just proves that the Book of Mormon is nothing more than just some fictional work of art by a man by the name of Joseph Smith in the 19th century. That's all it is, guys. Nothing to back it up. And we have the Bible, 2,000 years ago? And they're using that as their guide. So, just real quick, National Geographic Society said archaeologists and other scholars have long probed the hemisphere's past, and the society does not know of anything found so far to substantiate the Book of Mormon. There's a lot of different articles. We don't have time to go through them all. But archaeological verification, would you guys say this is another big one to say, yeah, this proves the Bible to be true. You can't find this kind of stuff.